this is what I see as one of the biggest problems in the coaching space, arguably bigger than security itself. And that is that the coaching space, because there's a big spectrum of coaching, from very materially focused coaching and helping people hit their goals, grow their business, make more money, freedom lifestyle, vanity things like PTs that are trying to get people ripped or lose fat, more materially focused coaching. And then there's a big spectrum where it becomes more about values that people have and people working on their character. There's then like the deeper emotional healing work and the spiritual work. And there's a big spectrum from physical reality, tangible, making money, working on, can I find a girlfriend and get dates, all the way to health. I want to look good. And then the spectrum of coaching, because people can coach people on spirituality, but they can also coach them on their money. And there's a big spectrum of it being more materially focused and then being more ethereally focused. So more like spirituality and connecting to spirit, meditation, intuition work, etc. There's a big spectrum. So because that spectrum exists and coaching exists in response to the demand that society has for that service, so people will, if there's someone out there and they want to make more money, and coaches exist, and coaches still value money themselves highly and significance and some of these more surface layer desires, if the coaches have that and there's a whole society of people that have that, then a lot of coaches will be supporting people to amplify their material reflection, to become more shredded, to get rid of cellulite, to get a hot girlfriend, to finally meet Mr. Right, the guy that's going to save me, to get rich, get that Ferrari. Now, it's all neutral in building. Money is not bad. Health is not bad. Relationships aren't inherently, there's nothing wrong with any of this. But what happens as a result of this is that you have a lot of coaches and just people that get into the coaching space and are sucked into a bit of it's going to sound quite crude to say it this way, but like who's got the biggest ding dong game, right? And that is literally what's happening with your average coach, because the moment you enter the coaching industry and you use the word coach and it comes out of your mouth around your technology and your phone and your computer are listening and they pick up that word, they chuck it into the algorithm that determines what you see advertising wise and content wise through Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, etc., Twitter. Then all of a sudden you're starting to get shown the ads which Facebook, Instagram, and all these social platforms make the most money from. And they make the most money from the advertisers that make the most money. And the advertisers that make the most money are the coaches that sell the most materially focused things, right? Because people pay the most. Like I, as a coach, can easily just whip up I could launch a program called Spiritually Successful, or it could be or Rich Inside and Out. I could launch a program that's for coaches that's about growing your business, and I could easily sell it for $20,000 and just make $20,000 sales every month, make millions of dollars a year. I've done it before. I've done it multiple times. Did it last year, not last year, the year before. I made $100,000 in a week launching an offer that was in that space. Why? So I'll then be willing to pay more to get leads through Facebook, coaching leads. So I will pay Facebook more to get leads come through if I know that I've got a $20,000 sale coming with one of these leads than what I would pay if I was teaching coaches to meditate. because if someone's paying me $500 to learn to meditate or $200 to learn to meditate, I can't afford to spend $500 a lead because that's the entire cost of my whole program. Whereas if I'm selling a $20,000 program, then I'm willing to spend $500 a lead, $1,000 a lead. Doesn't matter because if I get 4 qualified leads and I convert 2 of them, it costs me $1,000 each. And I've paid $4,000 to Facebook and I've made $40,000. Yeah, so I'm getting a 10 times ROI. I would lose money if I did that with a $500 meditation program. So the people that end up getting the advertising real estate are those that make the most money. Those that make the most money are those that are selling the most material offerings, because that's what people are willing to pay the most money for. People will not pay $20,000 for a happiness course. Yeah, people will easily and happily pay, excuse the pun, pay $20,000 for a business coaching course that's guaranteeing them to make $100,000 a year. So that's some context to understand that the whole coaching landscape, from the moment that someone thinks about starting to become a coach, when the technology picks up the word coach in this person's life and starts showing them ads about coaching, what are they seeing? Are they seeing how to become the most integral coach? Are they seeing how to be embodied and really connect to your clients? No, they're seeing how to become a 6-figure coach, a 7-figure coach, etc. And then because every single time someone does something new, there's some fear around it because it's new. When the average new coach comes into the space, their insecurity of whether they're good enough to be a coach, because it's a very bold thing to do. It's a scary thing to do, to say, hey, I want to help other people. Then they start seeing testimonials, courses, 6-figure this, 7-figure this. And then they start seeing those course owners that are advertising 6-figure coach. They start seeing case studies of all their clients that have made 20K in a week, 50K in their first month. And this idea starts to form in the average coach's mind of what success looks like, because they're being told and sold the idea that to be a successful coach, they should be doing 6 figures, 7 figures. So right off the bat, there's this idea that, and this need of significance that starts to form and inform the decision making and the feelings that the average coach holds around how they're doing as a coach. And that factor that impacts the average coach ends up determining the purity of the service they put out there. So just to deepen and really ingrain this point, if a coach is starting out, they're not just thinking, where are the people I want to serve and how do I serve them? They're thinking, how much do I need to charge to pay my bills? How many clients do I need to pay my bills? That informs their decision making and how they're feeling about being a coach. But they also are worried about their new friends that they met at a networking conference. They're worried, oh my gosh, did you hear what Jess did? She just had a 20K month. Oh my gosh, did you see Tessa's launch? She made 30 grand launch. She sold 40 people into there. You see how much traction Jake got on his post? He got 300 people like his live video where he's being vulnerable about his breakup. And this human need that our brain has in our limbic brain, because we're designed to prioritize status. Our brain is designed to get along in the tribe and be someone that's likable and lovable.